Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. मेरे मीठे बहन भाई फिर से बोलो ओम शांति। आज बाबा आ रहा है।
Today Baba will come.
बाबा आ रहा है।
Baba is coming.
बाबा कहाँ जाएगा? बाबा का घर।
Where will Baba go? This is Baba's
हमको
house.
बिठाया है।
Baba placed us here.
तो कर मुझे अच्छा लगा जहाँ वतन में बुलाते हो या मधुबन आते हो।
So either he calls us into the subtle regions or he comes into Madhuban.
अच्छी की ये लाइन मुझे रात घसाई।
A very beautiful line of the song. You're calling us to the subtle regions or you come here to Madhuban. So what is Baba's plan? We have understood. Whatever Baba does, we are happy with that. We are very content. He is the one who does things and gets things done through others. In Bhakti, we have these words, and we used to speak those with great faith. We used to call him the master who gets things done through others and who knows what's going on the inside. He knows whatever is going on the inside of each one of us. He knows what is within us, our feelings and faith about God. We know and he knows. And in Sakar, Baba used to say, the sugar knows and the bag the sugar is in also knows. These words are very extraordinary. What words? Baba knows and Baba's children know. Nobody else knows. So those children who know Baba, children know Baba. And Baba knows my very beloved and sweet, cherished, obedient children. First, very long lost and found again, cherished children. He is my Baba, the one the world is looking for and calling out to, and he is with me. The song that when I become Baba's, I receive so much happiness. Now we have become Baba's, and we have received so much happiness, and so that's it. Baba says, you have received happiness, so now give happiness to everyone. Not temporary happiness. Not to make people happy for a short time, but remain always happy and full. Do not remember, do not forget. These are also Baba's wonderful words. What should we forget and what should we remember? Baba has taught us this also. What has he taught us? If we sit and repeat these words through our mouths, then also we are filled with happiness. These are the things of Baba. We don't have any other concerns. These are the things that Baba has told us. We are not concerned with other things, and there are no other issues. Those who know the things of Baba and accept them and recognize them and experience them, they will say, everything is fine, there's no problem. You say, Baba, we met you.
सब कुछ मिला।
and we attained
उसके बाद
everything.
बाबा से क्या मिला है?
What have you attained from Baba?
मैंने गुलजार दादी को कहा था,
I had said to Gulzar Dadi when I met her, now it's been quite a few days, now I feel like going now, but
यहाँ भी सारे इतने परिवार के बीच में हाजिर होना।
I have to be present
तो
in the
मैंने
midst
कहा
of
था,
this
दादी
big
मैंने बाबा
family.
को और कुछ नहीं कहा है,
So I said to
मांगा
her,
नहीं है,
we do not want anything
इतना ही
from
बाबा
Baba,
को कहा
but
है,
I should say this much to
Baba.
Baba, that Baba,
बाबा बुद्धि सालिम रहे,
let my intellect remain clean.
और कुछ नहीं चाहिए।
I don't need anything
ये
else.
बुद्धि
This intellect,
इस आत्मा के
in the midst of this soul,
शरीर में, ये वो शरीर वही है,
in this same body,
वो बुद्धि
but the intellect,
योग बल से
on the basis of the power of yoga,
दिव्य बुद्धि दाता के देन से,
who has received the gifts from the
बाबा
bestower,
कहते हैं दिव्य बुद्धि
Baba
दाता।
says, he
बाबा
is
दिव्य
the
बुद्धि दाता, दिव्य
Baba
दृष्टि
is the
दाता।
bestower of
तो दिव्य
divine
दृष्टि आगे संबंध
intellect
से
and
साक्षात्कार
the
हो।
divine vision, which we thought was
साक्षात्कार
meaning
दिव्य दृष्टि
only
से होता है।
for having visions, but now we have another meaning.
दृष्टि ही सदाई दिव्य हो।
Our drishti should always be divine.
बाबा को देख
When we see Baba
और बाबा के बच्चों को देख,
and we see Baba's
अपन को
children,
देखें,
then we see
तो
ourselves.
देखने का कितना बड़ा
And we get,
समझ मिली है,
we have received so much depth of understanding.
अच्छे तब दिखाई पड़ते हैं,
Everything looks
और
very
रियली
good
दिखाई
to
पड़ता है
us.
कई आत्माओं में।
And there are some souls
अच्छा परिवर्तन आया हुआ है,
who have transformed very well.
बाबा जो हम बच्चे पुरुषार्थ करते आ रहे हैं,
Baba has encouraged us to make spiritual
पुरुषार्थ का
efforts,
भले
and
बाबा प्रारब्ध सत्युग में होंगी,
though
पर
the
हम भी
result will
उसका
be in the
पुरुषार्थ का
golden
फल
age, but the fruit of our efforts even
बड़ा
now
मीठा है,
is very sweet
ताकत वाला है।
and gives us a lot of strength
आगे बढ़ने के लिए, उड़ने के लिए,
for our future progress and for us to be able to fly,
पुरुषार्थ का फल
the fruit of our efforts.
से पुरुषार्थ शब्द जो है ना,
This word effort or purusharat, what we do for the sake of the
वही अंदर से
self,
उच्चारण करते,
when we use this word,
मैं संसारे कल्प में ऐसा हमारा नहीं होगा संस्कार।
we will not develop these
Purusharat शब्द
sanskaras through any other time in the kalpa.
तो बाबा सामने आ जाए,
When you use the word purusharat, then immediately Baba comes in
ड्रामा
front
की
of you,
नॉलेज
and the knowledge of drama
बुद्धि में आ जाए,
is clearly in the intellect.
बुद्धि उल्टे चक्कर घूमने के बजाय
Instead of getting
स्वतः संचक्करधारी बन जाए।
distracted, the intellect is focused in spinning the cycle of self-realization. In today's Murli, Baba has given a lot of teachings and encourages us a great deal to do service. There is a lot of importance of service, and those who serve are the loved children of Baba. How should we do service?
बड़ी बात नहीं है,
It is not a big deal.
मैंने देखा है
I have seen
बाबा करण करावन हार है,
Baba is the one who gets
Simriti
things
Shiva
done
Children.
through others, and if we just have this awareness,
Baba
then we
to mera
become
hai.
good.
मैं
Because
जानती
Baba
हूँ
is
करण करावन
mine,
हार है,
and I know that he is the one who gets everything done.
उसके पास
With him,
भले ड्रामा बना बनाया है,
though drama
अब
is
बच्चों को
predestined,
करना है,
but he still encourages the
ये नहीं जो
children to
ड्रामा में
act.
होगा ये नहीं कहना
It's
है,
not that, oh, if it is in drama, then no, do not speak like that.
जो ड्रामा में होगा नहीं ड्रामा में कल पहले माफिक अच्छा जो बनना था
whatever
वो ये
was
भी ड्रामा
in the
अनुसार करना है
drama in the
जो अब
previous
मानना है तो
kalpa,
मैंने किया
that is what is going to happen now. We should not have the arrogance that I
संभाल
have
करना
done
है
something. Be careful to avoid this
अब
arrogance,
मान अंदर चूहे के में से घूमता है
because
चूहा
arrogance is
घूमता है ना
moving
चूहे
around like a rat
ऐसा
inside
घूमता
your
पता भी नहीं
head,
पता आता कैसे जाता कैसे है
and you don't know how the rat comes and where it goes.
पुराने जमाने में माँ बाप कहते थे
In the old
या बड़े
days,
कहते थे
parents used to say
चूहे जूठा खाया है तब झूठ बोलते हो
that if you
जो
eat
झूठ बोलता
the
है ना
things
चूहे
that
जूठा
has been
खाया है
touched by a rat, then you will lie.
माया चूहे के माफिक
So Maya is like a rat,
झूठा बनाती है
makes everything false.
हम कौन है
Who am I?
हम कौन है
Think deeply who
तो
you
किसी ने
are.
अच्छा अनुभव लिखा था
Someone has written a very good experience
फॉरेनर्स में
among the
अच्छी
double
बहन
foreigners.
याद बहन नहीं है
One of the sisters.
तो इस बारी मधुबन में अच्छा
So
रियलाइज हुआ
this
है
time I've realized very
मैं
well
कौन हूँ
in
मेरा कौन है
Madhuban
मुझे क्या करने का
who I am and
अच्छा
who I
realize
belong
करके मुझे
to and what I
आंखें
have
खुली
to
है
do. My eyes opened up,
परिवर्तन अंदर से सामने परिवर्तन में
and through that
मैं
there is
कौन
internal change. I realize who I
मेरा
am,
कौन
who I belong to,
मुझे क्या करने
and what do I have to do.
कितना परचिंतन प्रदर्शन से फ्री हुए
And
मुझे
then you
क्या करना
become
है
free from thinking about others, blaming others, and
और
looking at
दोष
others.
सबसे बड़ा
To blame others
धोखा देने वाला है परदोष
is the thing that deceives you to the
किसी का भी
greatest
दोष देखना
extent. To
मुख से वर्णन
consider
करना
someone is
ये
blameworthy and
बहुत
talk
बड़ा
about
दोष
that
हमारा है
is a very big mistake on our part.
ऐसे अपन को धोखे में नहीं लाना है
So do not deceive yourself in this way.
सबके गुण देखो
Just see the good qualities and draw those qualities to yourself.
जो शुरू में ही बाबा पहले पहले ओ मल्ली जब थी
In the beginning, when it
बच्चे
was
को
on
भी सत्तो गुणी
Mandali,
बनाओ
Baba used to say, children, you must become
अभी
very,
पहले
very
पहले ज्ञान मिला
pure.
सत्तो गुणी सत्तो रजो तमो में क्या फर्क है
Baba used to tell us the difference between Sato,
आज
Raju
भी
and
वो
Tamo,
जरूरी है
and now this is also necessary.
जिसको सत्तो प्रधान बनना है वो सत्तो गुणी
If
बनेगा
you want to become Sato Pradhan, then you have to have this very pure state of being, Sato Guni condition.
जरा भी रज्जो है ना
Don't even be Raju. If you are even a little bit the middle
खतरा
level
है
of
कभी तमोगुणी बन
purity,
जाएगा
then sometimes you can just go and become impure.
जरा रज्जो खतरा है
So to have even a little bit is to go off track. So therefore be very careful to be absolutely pure and make yourself Sato
जो बाबा
Guni.
कम से कम जो बाबा सुना रहा है ना वो ग्रहण करते हैं
At least absorb into yourself what
सत्तो गुणी
Baba
बुद्धि
is
ग्रहण
saying.
कर रज्जो गुणी नहीं कर सकती है इतना
The pure ones can absorb. The Rajoguni ones, the middle level pure ones, they cannot absorb so well. Be Satoguni.
तो हम हमेशा ये राय देती हूँ
I always give this
एक एक
advice.
शब्द जो बाबा का है ना
Each word of
उस पर अगर
Baba's,
प्रैक्टिस करें ना
if we practice
तो
it,
बहुत फल मिलता है
we
अच्छा
get a very good
मैं सत्तो
fruit.
गुणी बनूं इतना ही
So
ख्याल
we
कर
should just
सत्तो गुणी
try deeply to become Satoguni, very pure.
बुद्धि में कितनी क्लीन हो जाती है
I should become so clean internally.
बड़ा फर्क पड़ता है
And there's very big transformation through that.
पहली लाइन में बैठे मैं देखो अनुभव करके देखो
See, when you
मैंने कई
experience
बार
this,
सत्तो गुणी बुद्धि से जो कुछ करते हैं ना
whatever someone with a pure intellect does,
सफलता होती है
it becomes
रजोगुणी होते हैं
successful.
ना
If somebody is
तो कहती हो
Rajoguni,
नहीं हो सकता है
you get this thought that it won't
नहीं
happen.
होगा
Nothing, it will not happen.
अब अपने संकल्पों को
And so your thoughts
स्वच्छ श्रेष्ठ बनाना,
have to be elevated and clean.
ये अपने ऊपर कृपा करना.
And so have mercy for yourself and make your thoughts at that level.
बाबा की कृपा हमारे ऊपर है.
Baba has
जब तक हम अपने
compassion
ऊपर
for
कृपा
us,
नहीं करेंगे,
but if we will not have compassion for our own
तो
selves,
सुख घनेरे का अनुभव नहीं होगा.
then how can we
मरी
get the
कृपा ते सुख
experience
घनेरे.
of happiness from Him?
तो बाबा की कृपा का
And so the
अनुभव है सुख घनेरे.
blessings of Baba
सतयुगी
are that we become
आत्मा
happy.
सत्व प्रदान बनने
These
के
are the
लिए
golden aged souls
बुरी
who are
बनती
being
है.
taught to become Sato Pradhan and Sato Guni, and they
भक्ति में भी हम
experience
जैसे
happiness.
गाते थे तो माता
In
पिता
Bhakti, we
बालक
used to
तेरे,
sing this song, You are the
तुम्हारी
mother and
कृपा ते
father,
सुख
we are your
घनेरे.
children, and because of
तभी भी
you,
अनुभव बहुत
we
सुख
attain happiness.
होता है.
And this
उसकी
is why
कृपा
we
से
get
सुख
the
है.
experience of happiness.
अभी बाबा कहता है
Now, Baba says,
अपने ऊपर कृपा करो.
you must have compassion for yourself,
दया करो,
have mercy for
रहम
yourself,
करो. अच्छा भाई,
have pity for
मुरली का
yourself.
गीत है क्या?
What is the song of the
जब मुरली
Murli?
का गीत बजाओ तो मुरली सुनाए.
So then Daddy's asking the brother to play the Murli song, and then
गीत क्यों बजवाते हो?
why do I get them to play the song?
एक बार बाबा ने कहा
Once Baba
तुम
had
मुरली
said,
चलाओ. मैंने कहा बाबा मुरली में कैसे चलाएंगी?
he
मुरली बाबा
told me
चलाता है.
to tell
बच्चे
the
मैं कहता हूँ
Murli.
मुरली चलाओ.
I said, how can I? Baba tells the
क्या
Murli.
करना?
He
गीत
said,
बजाना.
child, you tell the Murli. So you play the song.
जो पिया के साथ धीरे धीरे
Whoever is with the father, it is raining on him like that. And then you explain on the song, because the song reminds you of the whole Murli.
खड़ा हो जाता है.
And the one who speaks the Murli is in front of you.
सुनो मुरली.
So now listen to the
मीठे
Murli.
बच्चे
Sweet children,
धीरे धीरे सारी मुरली पे.
now have patience through the whole Murli.
कभी कभी हम थोड़ा जल्दी जल्दी करते हैं.
Sometimes we go a little quickly,
आएंगे वो
but
दिन.
those days
मीठे
will
बच्चे.
come. Sweet children,
दादी आकर यहाँ बैठो ना.
Daddy's calling
दादी आकर यहाँ बैठो ना.
Daddy Ratan Mohini to come and sit.
पढ़ाई अच्छी पढ़ करके उसका सबूत दो.
So study this knowledge and give the
सर्विस कर
proof.
औरों को भी लायक बनाओ.
Serve and make others worthy.
तब ऊंच पद के अधिकारी
And then
बनेंगे.
you will get the right to have a high status. Question.
इस बेहद के स्कूल में,
In this unlimited school,
बेहद के स्कूल में वाह वाह किन्हों की होती है?
who is applauded?
देखो,
Who will be
कितना बड़ा
applauded?
स्कूल है.
This is such a big school.
कितने इकट्ठे पढ़ रहे हैं.
We're all studying, sitting
तो
together.
जो खुद अच्छी पढ़ते हैं,
So the ones who study
दूसरों को
well
सम्मान बनाने की सेवा
and who do
करते
the
हैं,
service of making others like
रूहानी
themselves,
कमाई में बिजी रहते हैं.
they remain busy in developing their spiritual income.
सिर्फ दूसरों को देख खुश नहीं होते हैं.
They are not happy just
लेकिन
seeing
माता पिता
others,
समान
but
सेवा कर
they do service
उनके
like the
तख्त
mother
पर
and
बैठते
father,
हैं.
and then they sit on their throne.
उनके वाह वाह
They are
माता
applauded
पिता व अनन्य बच्चे करते हैं.
by the mother and father and
जो
the
अपना time
close
waste करते
children,
हैं,
those who waste their
पढ़ाई
time
पर ध्यान नहीं देते हैं,
and who do not give attention
माता
to the
पिता को
study.
फॉलो नहीं करते हैं.
They do not follow the mother
उनको
and father, so we have pity on
वे ऊंच
them.
पद नहीं पा
They
सकेंगे.
cannot get a high
राजू भी तो क्लास
status.
में बैठा है ना. राजू
So Daddy is
बैठा है ना.
paying attention to the Sindhi brother who has come for the first time.
कभी मिस नहीं करना.
And she says he should never miss the Murli.
उनकी सदा कंप्लेन रहती है.
Those who do not study, they are complained about.
हमारा योग नहीं लगता.
They make a complaint that they are unable to have yoga.
जो मेहमान कर आए थे.
So those who had come yesterday raised their hands.
ठीक, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. गीत धीरे धर मनवा.
Have patience, O man.
शांति.
Om Shanti.
बाप बच्चों को समझाते
Baba
हैं
sits explaining to the
सुख के
children
दिन आएंगे
that your days of happiness will
अगर श्रीमत
come
पर चलेंगे
if
तो
you follow Srimat, then only.
जितना श्रीमत पर
As
चलेंगे
much as you will follow Srimat, to that extent you will become elevated.
जितना श्रीमत पर चलेंगे
To the extent that you
उतना ही
follow
श्रेष्ठ
Srimat,
बनेंगे
to that extent you will
श्रेष्ठ
become
अर्थात
elevated. And so elevated
श्रेष्ठाचारी
means that you are
तो
an
सब बनेंगे
elevated quality.
परंतु जो अच्छी
Everyone will become elevated, but those who follow Srimat very well, they will become very elevated.
पढ़ाई में भी कोई अच्छी पढ़ते हैं
There are some who study
कोई कम
well
पढ़ते हैं
and others who study
अथवा
less.
नहीं पढ़ते हैं
Some do not
न
study
पढ़ने
at
वालों
all,
को बुरा माना जाता
and so those who do not study are not considered good.
पढ़ाई भी कोई अच्छी पढ़ते हैं
Some
औरों को
study
पढ़ाने
well,
लायक बनते हैं
they become worthy to teach
कोई तो ध्यान
others.
नहीं देते
Others do not pay attention to
ये
the
बच्चे भी
study.
समझते हैं
These
अगर
children
हम कोई भी विद्या
understand
अच्छी पढ़ेंगे
if we study
ऐसा ही
very
लायक
well,
बनेंगे
we will become worthy.
नहीं तो न लायक बनेंगे
Otherwise, you become unworthy.
लायक को जरूर अच्छा दर्जा मिलेगा
Definitely, the worthy ones will get very good income. We are studying for the world of happiness, and the statuses there are number-wise. We study for happiness, and the statuses are number-wise.
मनुष्य मर्तबे के लिए कितना माथा मारते हैं
People try hard to get a high status, and that is temporary happiness, like the droppings of a crow. But here you're gaining unlimited happiness. Those children who follow Srimat, they will get unlimited happiness even now.
अथा सुख पा सकेंगे वह ब्राह्मण कुल में भी अपना नाम
And
निकालेंगे
they will become known in the Brahmin
सुख भी
family.
मिलेगा ब्राह्मण कुल में नाम निकालेंगे
They will get happiness and they will
बाप
be
का
known.
बच्चों को फरमान है
Baba has an order for the children that you must do service and cause others to get a high status, and then yours will also be a high status. Study
बाप
well
को सबूत देना
and give the
है
proof to the Father.
बाबा
Baba,
हमने तीनों को बाबा का परिचय दिया
we have given your introduction to this many
प्रदर्शन में
people
पहले पहले
in the
बाप का
exhibition.
परिचय देते हो
First you give the introduction to the Father, and then you get them to write down what they have understood.
समझाना बहुत सहज है
It's easy to explain.
बाप दो होते हैं
There
अभी
are two
समझाओ क्या समझाओ
fathers. Now what should you
बाप दो
explain?
होते हैं
There are two fathers,
लौकिक और परलौकिक
Lokik and Parlokik.
लौकिक से हद का वर्षा मिलता
From your
है
Lokik you get a limited inheritance, which is like the droppings of crows,
बेहद का बाप
and the unlimited Father gives you unlimited happiness.
स्वर्ग का मालिक बनाते
He makes you into a
बच्चों
master
को
of
सर्विस
heaven.
कर आप सम्मान
So you
बनाना
children should do service and make others
बाप
like
को सिर्फ याद
yourselves.
नहीं करना है
Do not just
लेकिन
remember
जैसे
the
सर्विस भी
Father,
करना है
but you have to do service
याद
like
भी नहीं,
Baba.
सिर्फ याद नहीं कर उन जैसी सर्विस भी करना है
Do service like
किसी ने
him.
तो किसको भी याद करना
To
लेकिन उनकी
remember
गुण धारण करना
someone, but not to remember Krishna, but not
गुण
to
धारण करना
inculcate their virtues is of no use.
उनसे फल कुछ नहीं मिलता
You cannot get any fruit of that. In the path of bhakti, they continue to remember the deities, but they decline in their quality.
सर्विस में लगे हुए हैं
Now you get involved, Mama and Baba got involved in doing service.
नहीं तो कच्चे
Otherwise,
लगे हुए जो माँ बाप फिर सर्विस करते हैं वही सच्चे माँ बाप के बच्चे
those
हैं
who serve the
नहीं
mother
तो
and
उनको
father
कच्चा कहा जाता है
are good ones, otherwise they're not called real, true Brahmins.
बाप भी खुश तब हो जब
The
देखे
father is happy when he sees
मेरे
that my
लाडले बच्चे
most beloved children,
अब ये लाडले कौन है
who is
मेरे
most
लाडले
beloved,
बच्चे
my beloved
मेरे समान
children,
सर्विस करते हैं
serve the way I serve.
लौकिक रीति में भी जो बच्चे अच्छी
In
पढ़ते हैं
Lokik, when the
वे बाप के दिल
children
पर
study
चढ़ते हैं,
well, they climb onto the heart of their
अच्छी कमाई
father.
करते हैं,
They earn good
ये भी
income,
तुमको रूहानी
and
कमाई
you
करनी
also
है।
have to earn
सिर्फ
spiritual
दूसरों को देख
income.
करके खुश नहीं होना है, अच्छी है।
Don't just be
सिर्फ
happy
दूसरों को
seeing
पढ़ाई
others.
पर करके और पढ़ा करके
You study
कुछ मत
and
पाना
get
है।
others to study
तो
and gain a
माँ
high
बाप
status, and then
अन्य बच्चे
the mother, the
उनकी
father,
वाह-वाह
and the
करेंगे।
close children will applaud you.
ये बेहद का स्कूल है,
This is an unlimited school.
बेहद का बाप है, पढ़ाई
The
स्कूल
unlimited
बेहद का
father,
है।
and this is an
यहाँ
unlimited
पढ़ते
school. There are
हजारों यहाँ
thousands
पढ़ते हैं।
who are studying here.
जब मामूली चलाई तब हजारों नहीं थे।
At the time when Baba was speaking, there were not
भगवान
thousands,
आज
but God is speaking. He tells the
हजारों यहाँ
truth.
पढ़ते हैं।
He says
जो अच्छी
thousands are
नहीं पढ़ते
studying
वे खुद
here.
भी समझते होंगे
Those who don't
हमारा
study, they
योग
can
पूरा नहीं लगता
understand
है।
that they're not having
वे
full
बच्चे
yoga,
बाप के दिल पर नहीं चढ़
and
सकते,
they cannot climb onto
जिनका
the
योग
heart
नहीं
of the
लगता है,
Father.
बाप के दिल पर नहीं चढ़ सकते।
If they don't study, they can't climb on the heart of the Father. There are some like that.
अलर्ट बैठो।
Now you must sit in a very alert way. Do not be slouching, but pay full attention.
वे बच्चे बाप के दिल पर चढ़ नहीं सकते, बच्चे बने हैं।
Once you became
तो
Baba's
माँ बाप
child,
पालना तो करते हैं ना।
then the mother and father
बाप
do
समझाते
sustain
हैं,
you, and
माता
Baba
पिता
explains the
और
mother and the
अन्य बच्चों को
father
फॉलो करो।
and the close children should be followed.
सर्विस तो बहुत करनी है।
You have to do a lot of
सोशल वर्कर
service.
करोड़ों के अंदाज
Those,
में होंगे।
there are hundreds of
रूहानी
thousands
सोशल
of
वर्कर
those
बनना है।
social workers, but you have to be spiritual social
अज्ञान है
workers. If you have knowledge, then
अगर
you
ज्ञान
can
है
be.
तो नहीं तो समझेंगे
Otherwise, it
इस
will
पे
be
पूरा ज्ञान
understood
नहीं है।
that you don't have full knowledge.
ज्ञान के बदले
Instead of
अज्ञान इसमें
knowledge,
जाती है।
you have too much
सोशल
ignorance.
वर्कर नहीं बनता है तो समझेंगे ज्ञान
If
से
you
भी
don't become a spiritual social worker, then you have more ignorance than knowledge, and then you will not have a high status. Baba has compassion.
पुरुषार्थ जरूर चाहिए।
In every study, you must definitely make effort.
पुरुषार्थ बगैर पास हो नहीं सकते।
If you don't make effort, how will you
2-3 बारी
pass?
फेल होता है
Some fail 2 or 3
अपना
times,
टाइम वेस्ट कमाते हैं।
and they waste their
कम
time.
पढ़ने वालों को
Those
जो
who
अच्छी
study
पढ़ते
less,
हैं उनका रिगार्ड रखना चाहिए।
they should have regard for those who study well,
क्यों वो मेरे बड़े बहन भाई हो जाते हैं।
because they will become their seniors.
रिगार्ड जो अच्छी पढ़ने वाले
Those who study
बड़े बहन भाई
well
हो जाते हैं।
become the
मम्मा
seniors.
पापा में से सर्विस करते हैं।
Mama and Baba
अच्छी
serve.
सर्विस करने वालों को
Those who serve well
जहाँ तहाँ बुलाते हैं।
are called here and
समझना
there,
चाहिए क्यों ना हम भी पुरुषार्थ
and
ऐसा बने।
you
उनको
should
आप
think that you
समान
should
बनावें।
become like them and make
भेद के
others
बाप
like
का
yourself.
परिचय देना
Give
है।
you must give the
तो
introduction of
उनसे
the
भेद
unlimited
के
Father,
बाप का
and from
परिचय
him
देना है। तो उनसे कैसे बेहद का वर्षा मिलता है।
you will get the unlimited
वह
inheritance.
बेहद का बाप
The unlimited
बेहद का
Father
बाप जन्म मरण रहत
is
सदा
beyond
सुख देने वाला है।
birth and rebirth and always
बाप
gives
दो है।
happiness. There are 2
एक
fathers,
आत्माओं का पालो के बाप,
one
दूसरा अलोक का
father of
बाप,
the soul,
तब तुम बाप दादा
one
कहते हो।
father of the body. So you call him Bap Dada.
लोग के समय में भी बाप दादा होता है या फिर पालो के बाप दादा है।
There is
लोग इससे
Bap
अलग
Dada,
प्राण का
and
सुख
then there
मिलता
is
है। सत्युग में तुम्हें
Sheep
21
Baba.
पीढ़ी
Sorry, I can't breathe
जहाँ के
anymore.
पुरुषार्थ की प्रारब्ध पाते हो। सत्युग में जहाँ के पुरुषार्थ से 21 पीढ़ी सुख पाते हो। लोग के बाप से अलग काल का सुख मिलता है। सुख का अवस्था जन्म में जन्म मिलता है। जन्म लेते जाओ दूसरा बाप मिलता जाए। वहाँ जन्म लेते जाओ दूसरा
So
बाप मिलता है।
continue to take
सत्युग
your
में यहाँ
births,
का अवस्था
and you will get until 21 births, you will get good births.
बड़े बाप दूसरे से मिलते जाएंगे पर हम सुख धाम में ही रहते हैं।
We will remain in the world of happiness from the Copper Age. The decline continues. Slowly, we decline after that. Keep this in your intellect. You must understand how you decline. Once you decline, then you start taking births very frequently. For half the kalpa you have 21 births, and half of the kalpa you have 63 births. Why is this? When you become impure, you have to change bodies quickly. When Baba comes, then he takes us to he makes us Brahmins in the confluence age and takes us to the highest level. You are Brahmins. You have a connection with the Iron Age, but you understand that you are in the confluence age. Who thinks they're in the confluence age? Put your hands up. That is Kali Yuga, but we belong to the confluence age. And so you have to make this very firm. You are connected with the Iron Age, but you think you are a confluence age. Do you know that Baba is making us the master of Paramdham? We remain in the home at the Iron Age people, but we are confluence age people. They are storks and we are viceless swans. We are swans, viceless swans. They are viceful storks, so we are happy. Baba knows who is what from the inside. Baba continues to explain, children, do not do any sinful action. It is said, if you steal a straw, it's like stealing 100,000. Once you steal, then people doubt you for a couple of years, and it's very difficult to remove that doubt. So why should you do that kind of work? Maya makes you do that work. And then you get the awareness of what you did, and then you ask forgiveness from Baba. Baba says, okay, children, it doesn't matter. Don't do it again. It's good you told your mistake. He is the ocean of forgiveness. You just tell Baba you did this mistake and he forgives you. Otherwise, it will increase. They write to Baba that they blackened their face, and Baba says, you promised purity, but you have defamed the Brahmin clans, so you will get punished. The Brahmin clan is the highest of the high. It is higher than the deities. You Brahmins have to get your high status through purity. You used to be beautiful when you had your kingdom, then you became black by being on the pyre of lust for 63 births. It is said that the children of Sagar sat on the pyre of lust and were burnt, and then he rained knowledge on them and they awakened. The soul of Krishna definitely takes 21 births as beautiful, 63 births as dark, and now his feet are towards the old world and his face towards the new world. So we have that picture of Krishna, his face towards the new world. The ones who were number one worship worthy, they are now the last number. He used to be a worship worthy. worshipper, he
अब खुद ही
worshipped
पूज्य नारायण
Narayan,
बनते हैं,
then he
इनको ही first
becomes
number में जाना
Narayan,
है।
he has to go into the first number.
ब्रह्मा का दिन स्वर्ग,
The day of
ब्रह्मा की
Brahma
रात
is heaven, and the
शिव
night of
बाबा
Brahma
आते रात
is
को दिन
hell.
बनाने।
Shiva comes and makes
आधा
the
कल्प
night
की रात
into
पूरी
day.
हो, दिन होता है।
After half of the
शिवरात्रि
kalpa,
कहते
it is
हैं,
day. We
और
call
शिव
it
के बदले
Shivratri, but instead
कृष्ण
of
का नाम
Shiva,
कह दिया
they
है।
put the name of Krishna
कृष्ण
in
का
the
जन्म रात को
Gita,
हुआ, शिव बाबा की बात है ये।
and they say the things of
शिव बाबा की
Shiva
तो
belong to
तारीख वेला
Krishna.
का कुछ पता नहीं है।
When he comes, you
शिव बाबा के
cannot
जन्म
know.
का तिथि तारीख वेला
You
का
cannot
कुछ
say
पता
when
नहीं
he
है।
took birth.
किस समय आया,
Which
कृष्ण
time
की
he
वेला
came.
है,
There is the
वह
time
पुनर्जन्म
of
में
Krishna's
आने वाला
birth. He
है।
comes into birth
शिव
and
बाबा तो
rebirth.
झट्टा करके
Shiv Baba,
परिचय देने लग पड़ते हैं।
as soon as he comes, he starts to
उस
introduce
समय तो पता ही नहीं
himself,
पड़ा
and you do
पड़ा
not know
कौन आया है,
who has come
कौन बोल रहा है।
or who is speaking.
बाद में मालूम पड़ा
Later
कि तो
on,
शिव
it
बाबा
became
ज्ञान का
clear
सागर है।
that Shiv Baba is the
शिव
ocean of
बाबा ब्रह्मा
knowledge,
द्वारा
and it is
विष्णुपुरी की
through
स्थापना करते
Brahma
हैं।
that he establishes the world of
ब्रह्मा
Vishnu.
यहाँ है,
Brahma is here,
कृष्णपुरी भी यहाँ है,
and Krishna's land is
लक्ष्मी
here.
नारायण के तख्त
Lakshmi
बिचारी
and Narayan's
विष्णु का
throne.
चित्र होता है।
Behind
ज्ञान
it
कुछ भी
is
नहीं।
the picture of Krishna, of
जैसे गवर्नमेंट का
Vishnu, but they do not
चित्र
know.
है,
The
ये
the
समझने की
government has
बातें
the
हैं।
picture of the three lions, but they don't
जाति
know
नहीं
the
समझते
meaning.
बच्चे,
Baba
जाति नहीं समझते
explains
हैं,
that
भला
children
लौकिक
do
व
not
अलौकिक बाप का
understand.
कॉन्ट्रास्ट तो समझते हो
You
ना।
do understand
अच्छा
the difference
जाति नहीं
between
समझते
the
हो,
Lokik and
लौकिक
Parlokik.
और परलौकिक बाप का कॉन्ट्रास्ट तो समझते हो ना।
You understand the
याद भी
contrast
करते
between
हैं,
the two, you
हे पतित
remember.
पावन,
You say, O
हे
purifier of
रहम
the
दिल,
impure, O
हे
merciful
दुख
one,
हरता सुख करता,
remover of sorrow, giver of
सत्य में कोई
happiness.
याद नहीं करते।
But in the golden age, no one has remembrance.
बाप यहाँ सब मनोकामना पूरी कर
Baba
देते हैं।
fulfills all your desires here.
सत्य में तुमको इतना था धन मिलता है,
In the golden age, you get a huge amount of wealth. There is no need to make effort to earn income. You simply have to follow Shrimad.
जो नहीं चलते हैं,
Those who do not follow,
सुनो चलने वालों की महिमा सुन ली, जो नहीं चलते
those who
हैं
do not follow,
गोया निंदन के हैं।
they are orphans.
अभी पता नहीं ये
Now,
जो पुराने जमाने में
in the old days,
दो गाली बड़े देते थे, बड़े निंदन का
they used to insult people in two ways. One is to call somebody an orphan and to call somebody incompetent
निंदन का आया है नालायक, तो नालायक का निंदन का
and unworthy. So the unworthy and the orphans, they don't have a protector, they don't have a provider,
चलन ऐसी है, नालायक है,
and so they
कोई
behave
निंदन के,
badly.
उसको कहा जाता बगुला।
So these are called the
वंशों को
storks,
बगलों के साथ भी रहना पड़ता है।
and the swans have to live with the storks because you have to stay in your home and
तो
family.
भाई झगड़ा करता,
And so
फलाना झगड़ा
sometimes
करता,
there are fights
दुनिया में
and
झगड़ा ही झगड़ा
quarrels.
है,
In the world there is a
पौतों
lot
पर भी
of
झगड़ा
quarreling
करता है।
all over.
खान पान की परहेज रखनी है,
You have to be careful of your food.
तो बहुतों के लिए मुसीबत हो जाती है।
Many have difficulty
बाप
about
कितना
this.
समझाते हैं,
Baba explains so
याद
much.
में रह करके भोजन खाओ,
You must eat your food in Baba's remembrance, but you are not fulfilling these directions.
याद में रह करके भोजन खाओ,
You eat in remembrance.
प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए।
You should practice this.
तो मोहब्बत दुनिया को पावन बनाने वाली शक्तियाँ,
You are the Shaktis who purify the impure world. By remembrance, sins are destroyed. It is a lot of effort.
कोटों में कोई
This is
निकलता
why
है,
only a few emerge,
पुरुषार्थ
and
करते भी फेल हो जाते हैं,
even though they're making efforts, they fail.
पुरुषार्थ करते भी फेल हो जाते हैं। आश्चर्यवत
So in an extraordinary way, they become Babas.
बाबा बाबा कहंती,
They speak about Baba,
फिर भी श्रीमत पर नहीं चलते,
but they don't follow Shrimat, and they fall.
कहंती,
and then they run away.
सुना अभी
Did you
फिर से
hear?
पढ़ूं आश्चर्यवत
So
बाबा
Daddy
का
is repeating
बनंती
it. They become
बाबा बाबा
Babas.
कहती
They
फिर
speak
भी
about
श्रीमत पर
Baba.
नहीं चलते
They don't
तो
follow
गिरंती
Srimat. Then they fall
भागंती
and they run
माया
away.
खींचती है
Maya pulls them
बाबा को फाकती दे देती
and they divorce Baba.
कल पहले जो हुआ है वही रिपीट
Whatever
होना है
happened in the previous
लेकिन
kalpa will
मेहनत
be
चाहिए
repeating. You have
जो
to make
श्रीमत पर
effort.
चलते
Those who follow Shrimat,
वही धारणा कर सकते हैं
they are the ones who can
मम्मा बाबा
inculcate.
कहकर फॉलो
Mama, they
नहीं
say Mama and
करेंगे
Baba, but they don't follow.
आज की मूली सुन लो आज मम्मा बाबा
So
कह
listen to
करके
this. You say
फॉलो
Mama
नहीं
and Baba, but
करेंगे
you don't
तो
follow,
दुर्गति को
then
पाएंगे
you will go into
अर्थात
degradation
कम पद पाएंगे
and get a
अन
low
पढ़े पढ़े के
status.
आगे बड़ी ढोएंगे
Those who are
नौकर चाकर
uneducated have to
बनेंगे
bow to
जो
those who are
ब्राह्मण नहीं बनते
educated.
हैं
They will
वे
become
प्रजा
the
में पाई पैसे
workers.
का पद पाएंगे
They don't become proper
और कोई
Brahmins and
धर्म
they
स्थापन
become
करने
just
वाला
ordinary people in the
राजा ही
golden
नहीं
age.
स्थापन करते हैं
They are not
वेद
establishing
का
a
बाप
kingdom.
ही
The unlimited
भविष्य
Father
के लिए राजा ही स्थापन करते हैं
is getting you to establish a kingdom for the future.
पवित्र बनने के लिए पुरुषार्थ करना पड़े
You have to make effort to become
तो
pure.
फूल बनते हो
You are becoming
जो विकार में
flowers.
जाते वे कांटे बनते
Those
हैं
who go into vices become thorns.
एक दो को आदि मध्य दुख देते हैं
They give
ये
each
है
other
कांटों की
sorrow.
दुनिया
This
तुम
is the
संगम पर
world
फूल
of
बन रहे हो
thorns. You are
सत्य के
becoming
फूलों का
flowers.
बगीचा
The golden age is the garden
संगम
of
पर जंगल
flowers.
से
The
बगीचा बनता है
confluence
सत्य
age
के
is where
फूलों
the
का बगीचा
jungles turn into
संगम पर
flowers.
जंगल से बगीचा बनता है ये है कल्याणकारी संगम
This is the
अथवा कुंभ
beneficial
आत्मा
confluence, which is the
परमात्मा का मिलन
kumbh,
होता है
the pot. This is the place where the
जानते हो
Supreme Soul
हम
comes.
परमपिता परमात्मा
You
से
know that from the
एक ही
Supreme
जन्म का
Father,
वर्षा ले
Supreme
रहे
Soul,
हैं
we are taking the
राजा ही
inheritance for
पाने में मजा है
21 births, and you are enjoying taking this
राजा ही
kingdom.
पाने में मजा है बाकी ये कहना
But to
तकदीर
say
में होगा
that if it
तो
is in my
मिलेगा
fortune, then
इससे
I'll
क्या
get
होगा
it, nothing can happen through
बेहद
that.
का बाप बेहद
The
बाप का परिचय
unlimited
देना है
Father
तो
must be
अनभरी हो
introduced to
सर्विस
others.
तो करनी है
You have to do
दिल से
service
पूछना है
and ask your heart
हमने कितनों की सर्विस की है
how many you have served.
मैं एक सेकंड
In 1
छोड़ती हूँ
second,
अरे अपने से पूछो मैं कितनों की सर्विस
ask yourself how many have you served.
मैंने बाबा का
That is,
लायक बच्चा बनने के लिए
made someone into
कितनों को बाबा का
Baba's
बनने
worthy
के
child.
लायक बनने के लिए कितना सेवा बड़ी
How
अच्छी
have
सेवा
you
है
served? Very good service.
और कोई काम नहीं करो ना भी गीता क्या कर रही
So
हो
don't do any other
कितनों की
work.
सेवा की है
But how many have you served?
तुम अनुभवी हो
You are
सर्विस तो करनी
experienced.
है
You have to
जिससे
serve.
पूछना हमने कितनों की सर्विस की है
How many have
ज्ञान
you
है
served?
तो
Knowledge.
सर्विस में लग जाना
If
है
you have knowledge, you will
नो
get
ज्ञान
involved in service.
तो
If
नो
you don't
सर्विस
have knowledge, then you won't do
तो
service.
नो उच्च पद
Then you'll have
नो
no high
ज्ञान
status.
तो नो सर्विस नो उच्च पद तकदीर में नहीं है तो पुरुषार्थ भी
If
नहीं
it's not
करते
in your fortune, you won't make
अच्छा
effort. Okay?
मीठे मीठे बोलो मीठे मीठे सिकील दे बच्चों प्रति माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते रूहानी बच्चों की भले ये तो बोलो रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप को नमस्ते दाना के मुख्य सार
The essence for
बाप
Dharma,
के डायरेक्शन को अमल में लाना
you
है
must put Baba's directions into practical
खान पान की पूरी
reality.
परहेज रखनी है
Have full attention on your
याद में
food
रह
and
करके भोजन
restrictions.
खाने का अभ्यास
Remain
करना
in remembrance while you are eating your food.
परहेज में याद में रहकर भोजन खाने का अभ्यास करना दूसरा माता पिता की तरह सेवा करनी है,
You must serve like the mother and father. Definitely have regard for your seniors. Become social workers and give Baba's introduction to everyone.
वरदान
The blessings.
सर्व प्राप्तियों की खुशी में,
In the happiness of all attainments,
उड़ते हुए
keep flying
मंजिल पर पहुंचने वाले
and reach the
स्मृति
goal.
स्वरूप भव,
Those of you who are the embodiments of awareness.
स्मृति स्वरूप भव, कैसे सर्व प्राप्तियों की खुशी.
So this is the happiness of the attainment. Fly, reach the goal. In the Brahman life,
आदि से
from the beginning
अब तक
until
जो
now,
भी प्राप्तियां हुई है,
whatever have been your
उनकी लिस्ट
attainments,
स्मृति मिलाओ.
you must make the list and keep that in your
ब्रह्म
awareness.
जीवन में आदि से अब तक
Make the list of all the attainments you have gained.
लिस्ट स्मृति में लाओ. तो सार रूप में यह कहेंगे,
And in essence, we would say,
यही कहेंगे, अप्राप्त नहीं कोई वस्तु
there
ब्रह्म
is
जीवन.
nothing missing in the Brahman life.
जवाब क्या निकलेगा? अप्राप्त नहीं कोई वस्तु ब्रह्म जीवन में.
Nothing missing
और
in the
ये सब
Brahman
अविनाशी
life.
प्राप्तियां हैं.
These are
इन प्राप्तियों की
unlimited
स्मृति
attainments, imperishable attainments. So emerge these attainments in your awareness.
ऐसी ऐसी लाइन पर एक सेकंड रुकती हूँ.
I stop at such lines. And so emerge all your attainments. Become the embodiment of attainment and then fly in happiness. Then you will easily reach the destination. And then you can never come down and come into fluctuation. The happiness of the attainment prevents you from coming down into fluctuation and you remain stable. The slogan is, in order to remain in the consciousness of the point, you must become an ocean of knowledge, virtues, and dharana. Become an ocean. Okay, Om Shanti. Baba has given us so much treasure, so give Baba a lot of love for this.
Om Shanti.